folks. It's the final episode. It's the penultimate episode of. It's the penultimate episode. Merrimia Freesmas. I know that it is so entertaining, interesting. Ladies, gents, are you ready to witness to witness the incredibly astonishingly frustrating video that's gonna come at tomorrow? But also, are you prepared to hear, to be here, to free, to see, witness, to be witness to the penultimate episode of Merrimia Freesmas, and after that, oh man, oh man, oh me, oh man, oh me, wouldn't you just absolutely love to see and to know what is going on, what'll be going down in the finale. Gents, ladies, everyone. Dude, I did an entire animation. Alright? I did an entire animation. It was 72 frames. And it was mostly just me repeating a lot of previous frames. But I did another animation, right? And it's for the big episode that's coming out tomorrow. And oh, it was so good. It's so good. And I made music and everything for it. Oh, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. I still have some animation to do. Cause just a little thing, right? Just a little thing. Just know that there's like 3 or 4 big animation, 3 or 4 different animation, well, animatics, I guess, or whatever, that are going to be placed within the episode. And let's just say 1 of 4 is complete. And so I'm over here recording this episode so I can take a bit of a break so that I can do the other 3, and then I can also record the final part of well, you know, the whole thing. And then I also have to record the intro to the video. I have to finish some things, some lyrics, you know. And then I gotta record the outro to the video. So, oh my god, it's gonna be so much. And I think the outro to the video might be a separate video that will also release tomorrow, because I checked the playlist, right? And it seems that this episode is unfortunately not episode 700. It seems like last episode wasn't 974. It's weird. And so tomorrow's going to be a 2-parter. But the catch is that the finale of the grand episode is going to be a sort of part 2, a sort of epilogue to the episode. So, anyway, we're here. A lot of stuff has happened. I recorded a bunch last night, and I came across this. There's a new event. Folks. There's a new event, the Steamy Scheme, and I'm like, whoa, that looks interesting. So I saw that while I was recording the bits, the videos, either last night or this morning. So I kind of already know about it, but I don't know much about it. It's not like I've played it or anything. But I see that it's here. This isn't like my first time seeing it. Unfortunately, there was like a whole story that, you could have seen and everything we could have seen, that it's like, oh yeah, the steamy scheme, when you log into the game, and then it's like, it gives you that intro or whatever. Yeah, I accidentally skipped that, because it was being played in the other thing, but I didn't want to show it, and, anyway. That was a bit of a mess of an episode. So yeah, that's an event that we're doing. We got some gacha. So, welcome to Merrimia Freesmas, penultimate episode. Episode 974. With a title that I'm not really sure of yet. But you know what? Let's try to come up with a thumbnail or a title while ranting on this episode. So, folks, I'd been recording last night, right? I'd been recording, and it was a long recording. It was actually one of the longest recording parts of the video that you're about to see, like right after this one, or see it tomorrow, whatever. And I just finished up recording that, and I went downstairs because my mom and Lewis were watching a soccer game, or football, or however y'all people call it. They're watching a game, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but like Lewis has always been a fan of this team, of this soccer team in Ecuador called Barcelona, right? And if I haven't already told you, well, now I told you. And so, I've never really been super interested in sports. I've never really been, I've never really gotten the whole craze of, oh my god, they scored and all that. But, seeing these games, seeing some of these games, seeing things, it's like, okay, yeah, this is cool. And so, even though I'm not a hardcore fan, of Barcelona, like Lewis, I'm like, if they're playing, maybe I'll watch. And if they win, then I'll care, I'll be happy. But, if they lose, then, well, I'd still be sad. But, it's not like I'm a die-hard fan, you know what I mean? But it's like if they're there, that's Pog, right? So, apparently yesterday, they were playing against a team. They were playing against a team, and this team was facing Barcelona in their home turf, or on their home turf. And apparently, according to Lewis, Barcelona had never won in their turf, in this other team's turf. But by sheer luck with the penalties, they won. And, dude, the greatest thing about this is, right, it is, yesterday I was so full of, doing this and that, either when it came to, recording stuff, or, doing this or doing that, and I had wanted to watch the game with them, right, I had wanted to watch the game with them because I knew that it mattered, but, unfortunately, the recording that, the part of the episode, one of the parts of the episode that's coming out tomorrow, was super long, and I couldn't watch the whole game, except I came down at the right time. I finished recording the episode at the perfect time, because right when I had finished, the penalties kicked off, and dude, And that, dude, that finale was amazing. That finale. So basically, let me run you through, right? So, the opposing side scored a goal first. So I think it was like first to five, right? First to five. So it's almost like dodgeball, like if you watch MCC. So it's almost like dodgeball. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, so the other team had scored their first penalty, and then Barcelona scored its first penalty, right? And then when the opposing team went to strike, the goalie blocked the shot. And then after that, Barcelona. And then when the opposing team went to strike the shot, the blocker blocked the ball, right? And then Barcelona again strike the penalty, or got a penalty or whatever. Get my point. Like scored a penalty. And then when I saw this, I'm like, wait, all Barcelona needs to do is just get one more shot and they win the whole thing, right? He's obviously, Barcelona had 3 shots perfectly, and the opposing team had 1 shot perfectly, but 2 shots imperfectly, and only had two tries left to maybe stand in the same ballpark with Barcelona. But what I didn't realize, and what Lewis pointed out to me, was that they don't need to score a point. They don't need to score a point as long as the opposing team's strike is blocked. And keep in mind, I was sort of cheering on, like, every time one of the Barcelona kickers were striking in the penalties, and all that. I said, like, you can do this, you can do this. I was sort of like kind of encouraging them. Obviously, like, just, I guess, spirit. I don't know. You got my point. I was hoping that they were gonna win, right? So I'm like, you can do it to every single one of the kickers, right? Every single one of the kickers. But when it came to the final guy, when it came to the fact of, oh yeah, we're not, now we're wanting a goalie to block, and that's how we'll win. Instead of cheering for the kicker, which, that would be weird because I'd be cheering for the opposing team, I cheered for the goalie. And then the goalie blocked the shot. And let me just tell you, me and Lewis screamed to the top of our lungs. Dude, that was such a great ending. Dude, and they won the championship. Holy Lord. Dude, that was such a cool thing. And it was raining, and people were crying. I mean, Lewis, it was so cool, man. I was so glad to be there. I'm glad that I was able to finish up my recording when I did. Or else I wouldn't have been there. Besides that, though, besides how cool that really was, I haven't really talked about my whole steps thing, how my whole exercise thing is going. I've done 10,000 steps every day except for today because obviously I'm spending more time on animating, which I'm fully gonna get into. I'm fully really gonna get into animating because the first animation that I made for the large episode tomorrow, I made while we were having lunch. At this new place that we found right across us, or right around us, and it was really, really good. Really good quesadillas. So I made the animation there. I finished it by sheer luck. Those only when I got back where I added the music and cropped it and everything. Dude, I swear to the Lord, I'm using literally every single goddamn app that I've downloaded to help me with these videos. it's like Avengers Endgame, but it's like it's but it's an but it's an editing it's a team of editing softwares. Um, Dude, it's cool. It's very very cool. But after this episode, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I might really just like really get into animation or animating. Because although I'd love to record the last video for the thing first, I really don't yet. I kind of wanna have all the animation done so then I don't have to freak out about that. And then also I can sort of end off. I can sort of record the final episode, or the final part of the episode, like late at night where I'm like super tired and you know, and I'm like super excited and whatnot. Just believe me, I'll probably be very 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 excited, and then the finale I'm probably gonna record tomorrow morning. I don't know. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a very good episode. And look, I was joking when I said it would be 10 hours, but it genuinely might be 10 hours. I mean, right now, last I calculated, it's 5 hours long, so yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, folks. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I think right after, really just right after this battle, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get straight into animating. And yeah, I mean, that's all she wrote, folks. I really don't have anything else to say. Just know one thing, right? Know one thing. So for the majority, right, before you head into the next episode, right? For the majority of the next episode, you're not going to hear me commentate. You're going to hear me commentate. You're not going to hear me, most of the time you're not going to hear me talk from, like, if I had just finished recording. I don't know. How can I explain it? I don't know how to explain it. Just know that the next episode that you're about to see, like, an extremely large portion of it was not recorded. It was recorded, but it wasn't recent. It was recently recorded, but it wasn't. It's all a lot of it is pre-recorded, is what I'm saying. And so, like, if I don't say, oh yeah, like anything about Merrimia Freesmas in like the first hour and a half or something, or if I don't talk about like the animation, because folks, this project, these recordings have been prepared. I've been preparing them for like 2 weeks, and I say 2 weeks, and you might think I'm exaggerating, but you'll find out how long I've truly been working on this goddamn thing at the beginning of the next episode. But yeah, I can confirm you this, right? The intro to the next episode, I'll have recorded tonight. No, yeah, I'll have recorded right after this episode, I think. And then the finale I'm gonna have recorded tomorrow morning. So I think it's actually pretty funny that I do that, because it's like, oh yeah, the episode sort of started at night, and then it sort of goes through and breaks to the morning kind of thing. Huh, I like that. I like that kind of vibe. I vibe with it. Anyway, this has been good. This has been a good episode. I'll see y'all in the intro and in the finale. I hope all of you enjoy the animations that you're going to see in the, little animations that you're going to see in the grand episode. And I hope overall you enjoy the episode. Because, folks, it's going to be a banger. It's going to be one hell of a honker-doodly banger. And it'll also be the finale of To Merrimia Freesmas, and also the last video of 2020. So yeah, get ready for that. That's gonna be massive. Tomorrow, because since I'm hopefully gonna get everything today, tomorrow I'm just gonna spend time with my parents and relax and breathe and probably still do more animations. But you know, I'm gonna like in retrospect, you know, if everything goes over smoothly, I really don't have to record anything tomorrow. So yeah. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. So, this has been me. Look at Belle while you can. Look at Ween while you can. Because you're going to see a whole lot more than them in a bit. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. And I hope you enjoy this insanity that tell me I've managed to put it together. Please tell me I've managed to put it together. Oh, we're gonna do it, boys. We're gonna do it. Get ready. Get ready. And I mean get ready. I'm not saying just don't... I'm not saying not to get your hot chocolate, your popcorn, your candy bars. But I'm saying I want you to get... and I mean this. I want you to get storage units of candy bars, alright? I want you to get just massive amounts of water and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and literally whatever else you prefer to drink. I encourage you to get as much gum, as much blankets and pillows, and, you know, comfortable, I don't know, PJs, I don't know, food, friends, family, get as much people and whatnot for this. Because next episode, folks, I mean, all I'm saying is if you thought a Stray record was long, oh boy, you'd be wrong.